electric field intensity at a point on the axial line of an electric dipole. This is an electric dipole, plus q and minus q. These are the two charges separated by the distance 2a. From the center it is A and it is also A. Now from the center, let the point P is located, which is at a distance x. From the center to the point P. Now what is the distance between P to B or minus q charge? Here to here it is x, here to here it is A. Therefore this distance will be x minus A. This distance x minus A, and here to here is x. Now if you want to find out from A to P, it will be x plus A, like this. Now the resultant electric field, C plus q charge, which is located at the point A. Due to the plus, electric field intensity will move, or the electric lines will move away from the point. Due to the minus q, which is located at the point B, the electric line will come towards the negative charge. You studied it already. As the two electric lines, they are opposite in direction, so net electric field will get subtracted. Now which will be more? Here this distance is less, B to P, so electric field will be more. This distance is more, electric field will be less. EA will less here. If you don't know, then you can subtract EA minus EB also. Answer will be in negative. So here I have written net electric field is EB minus EA. EB 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon B. EB. EB means from B to here. What is the distance? It is x minus A. X minus A whole square. This is equation 1. Or you can say, you can directly minus here EA. It is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon, what is EA? What is the distance from A to point P? A to the point P, the distance is x plus A. So you can write x plus A whole square. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught common, Q is also common. Remaining term is 1 upon x minus A whole square minus 1 upon x plus A whole square. Here, this complete will be common, and this is the remaining term. That is Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught x square minus A square whole square. Take LCM, x minus A and x plus A, x square minus A square whole square, and here it is x plus A whole square minus x minus A whole square. If you will solve it, this is x square plus A square plus 2ax. Here it is x square plus A square minus 2ax. All the terms will cancel out. Here it is minus 2ax. It will get positive sign over here. So the remaining quantity will be 4 pi epsilon naught 4ax 2ax from here minus 2ax from here, it will be 4ax upon x square minus a square whole square. Now you can write this expression as q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2a into 2x 2a and 2x 4ax upon x square minus a square whole square. This term is what? Charge into the distance between them, either charge of the two and the distance between them. This is called the dipole moment, which is represented by P. P into 2x upon 4 pi epsilon naught x square minus a square whole square. It is E. In terms of vector representation, this is the dipole moment. In terms of vector quantity, here it is also the vector representation. If a condition is there, if x is much greater than a or the dipole length 2a, that is the point x or the point P where you want to find out the net electric field is much bigger distance than the dipole length, then the 2a or the a is negligible. So the remaining quantity will be E is equals to P vector 2x upon 4 pi epsilon naught x power 4. So you will get P vector upon 4 pi epsilon naught into x cube. That is, electric field is inversely proportional to the cube of the distance from the center of the dipole to the point where you want to find out the electric field. Students, our next topic is electric field intensity at a point on the equatorial point due to the electric dipole. Now we will find out the electric field intensity at the equatorial point. Now this is plus q charge, this is minus q charge. The two charges of an electric dipole are at distance 2a between them, that is from the center point. This distance is a and this distance is also a. You want to find out the electric field intensity at the point P, which is at the distance x from the center point of the electric dipole O. Now, to calculate the electric field intensity at the equatorial point, this is the plus q charge. The direction of electric field intensity at the point P due to the plus q charge, which is located at the point A, will be like this. This is EA. That is, the electric field lines moves away from the positive charge, and this is the distance between them. Now for the minus q charge, the electric field lines move towards the charge, towards the negative charge. Therefore the electric field line due to the minus q charge which is located at the point B will be EB. Now these are the two electric field vectors which are EA and EB. Now if this angle is theta, then this is also theta. If you will resolve this EA vector into the two components, then this is one component and this is another component. If this is theta, then again if this is also theta, this is EB vector. Resolve this vector also. This is one component and this is another component of the vector. This is angle theta, alternate angle. This will be EB cos theta and this component will be EB sin theta. Again, this is also theta. This EA, if you will resolve this vector, this component will be again EA cos theta and this will be EA sin theta. Now EA sin theta and EB sin theta, these are the two vectors which are at the 180 degree angle, and EA and EB are equal. Why equal? Because charges are equal and this distance is naturally under root of a square plus x square. Using Pythagoras theorem, a and x, this is also under root a square plus x square. So distance is also same, charges are also same, therefore the electric field intensity of EA and EB, EA is also equals to EB, and this will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon AP, either AP or BP. Then this distance is how much? Under root a square plus x square. So it will be a square plus x square only. It is square, so under root will not here. This is the value of EA and EB. So these components will cancel out and the resultant is 0. The remaining component is only EA cos theta in this direction and EB cos theta is also in this direction. Therefore, resultant electric field E can be written as EA cos theta plus EB cos theta, and both the two are equal, so you can write it as 2E cos theta. This is resultant electric field due to the electric dipole. Now, if you will substitute the value of E and cos theta, this is 2 into 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon, this is the value of E, a square plus x square, and the cos theta. Cos theta can be calculated by using this triangle. This will be the a upon under root a square plus x square, a upon under root a square plus x square. So this will be q into 2a upon 4 pi epsilon naught a square plus x square power 3 by 2. And the product of charge and the distance, this can be written as P, that is the dipole moment, upon 4 pi epsilon naught a square plus x square 3 by 2. As this is the net electric field, this is a vector quantity, the direction of the P is always from negative to positive. This is also the vector quantity. This is the vector representation of the net electric field due to the dipole. Now, for the short dipole, if dipole length is very small in comparison to the distance, x, for short dipole means the dipole distance is very less in comparison to the x, where you want to find out the net electric field. That is, A is very less than x. If you will substitute this value over here, then the net electric field E can be written as P vector upon 4 pi epsilon naught only x square. A is very less, x square power 3 by 2, so it will be x cube only. That is, the electric field intensity E is inversely proportional to the cube of the distance where you are calculating the net electric field. Now we will study about the electric dipole when it is placed in external uniform electric field, or you can say this article may be read as torque on a dipole in uniform electric field. Meaning is, when a electric dipole is placed in uniform electric field, it experiences torque, as a result of which, when torque is experienced on the dipole, then the dipole starts rotating. So you have to find out the value of the torque experienced by the electric dipole. This can be explained with this diagram. This is the uniform electric field E, an electric dipole AB plus Q, A, and B minus Q, having the dipole length 2A. When this dipole is placed of minus Q and plus Q charge is placed in uniform electric field, when a charge is placed in uniform electric field, it experiences force. The force experienced by the charge will be QE. We have also studied this expression in the very beginning. Force F is equals to QE. So force experienced on the minus Q charge, which is located at the B, will be FB will be minus QE. Number 1. What is the force experienced by the charge plus Q, which is located at the point A? This is FA can be written as plus QE. Second point. Now see, it is negative, it is positive. FA is positive, FB is negative. This shows that the two forces have opposite direction. See, this is FB, this is FA. Both the forces are opposite in direction, and the point where the two forces are acting is not same. Therefore, the net force, first of all, is net force will be F is equals to FA plus FB. that is Fa is plus QE minus QE, that is 0. Net force is 0. That is, electric dipole will not exert any force. First line. Second thing, if it does not experience any force and the point where the forces are acting is also not same, it means torque will be experienced. Therefore, the torque experienced can be written as any force out of these two, force into perpendicular distance. This is the formula for calculating the torque. Force is any force, it is QE, and perpendicular distance. Here theta is the angle, see this theta or this theta, you can take any one. This theta is the angle between the dipole length and the electric lines. Therefore, if this is theta, perpendicular distance is what? AC. This is AC, and AC will be what? 2A sin theta. This can be written as QE into 2A sin theta. Q into 2A is called the electric dipole moment, and this can be written as P. It is E and sin theta. This is torque. In terms of vector representation, torque can be written as P vector cross E vector, cross product, because sin theta is here. This is the torque experienced by the electric dipole when it is placed in the electric field of dipole moment P. P is the dipole moment. This is also a vector. And remember, the direction of the torque is always perpendicular to the dipole moment and the electric field. The plane consists of dipole moment and the electric field has perpendicularly torque. This is the vector representation. After the vector representation of the torque, let us consider some special cases. First of all, theta is 0. Theta 0 means what? This dipole is located along the direction of electric field, like this. Electric field is in this direction, and electric dipole is also in this direction, along the direction of the electric field. If theta is 0, then the torque can be, the expression of the torque is P E sin theta. Therefore, it is 0. This condition, no torque is experienced. This is called stable equilibrium. This is stable equilibrium condition when the direction of the dipole and the electric field are along the same direction. Second case, if theta is equals to 90 degree, what does it mean? Put the value theta 90 degree, 1, sin 90, 1, only the torque will be P into E. That is, maximum torque will be experienced. It is the condition of maximum torque. Third condition, if theta is equals to 180 degree, means dipole is in the opposite direction, but the direction of the electric field lines and the dipole having are same, but they are at the 180 degree angle. if theta is 180 degree angle, then also what happens? Torque will be 0, and this condition is also called unstable equilibrium. This is unstable equilibrium condition when there is 180 degree angle with the dipole and the electric field lines. Now we will study about the electric potential energy of an electric dipole when it is placed in electric field. Means if a dipole is placed in the electric field, as you studied earlier, it experiences force minus Q and plus Q. The total net force on the electric dipole is 0, as a result of which the dipole experiences torque, and the torque experienced by the dipole is Pe sin theta, and the dipole starts rotating within the electric field, as a result of which if the dipole rotates in the electric field, some work will be done. The work done by the dipole in the electric field can be written as tau into d theta. Let us see here. First of all, the torque experienced by the dipole when it is placed in the electric field, as we studied earlier in the previous topic, torque is equals to Pe sin theta. Now, the work done by the torque by the dipole, it will be dW, can be written as tau into d theta, where d theta is the angle when the dipole is placed in the electric field. That angle rotated is d theta. If you will substitute the value of torque over here, it is Pe sin theta and d theta. This is the work done. To find out the total work done when the dipole is placed in the electric field, net work done will be like this. Let theta 1 to theta 2. These are the limit. That is, dipole is rotating from angle 1 to angle 2, theta 1 to theta 2. So this will be W, net work done. So net work done will be Pe integration theta 1 to theta 2 sin theta d theta. On integrating the sin theta, you will get Pe minus cos theta, theta 1 to theta 2. This can be written as minus Pe cos theta, theta 1 to theta 2. If you substitute the value of the limit, therefore this can be written as minus Pe cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. This is the work done. If the initial angle at which the dipole is located, let theta 1 is 90 degree and theta 2 is any angle, let it is theta, because you know at the 90 degree angle the torque will be maximum, and after theta 1 at 90 degree it comes to the at any angle theta. If you will put these angles in this equation, the net work done will be how much? Minus PE cos theta 2, means it is cos theta, minus cos theta 1, cos 90, 0. So it will be only cos theta. That is the total energy of the electric dipole when it is initially placed at 90 degree and comes to theta degree. The energy will be minus PE cos theta. This is the net electric potential energy of an electric dipole. This is the net potential energy of the dipole. In terms of vector representation, first of all, the total potential energy is minus PE cos theta. In terms of vector representation, you can write it as minus P dot E vector. It is a dot product because it is a scalar quantity, so it is a dot product in place of cos theta. This is the vector representation of electric potential energy of an electric dipole when it is placed in the electric field. Now we will study some special cases. Let theta is 0, means what? Theta is the final angle. As we studied here, theta 2 is theta. Initially the dipole is located at 90 degree angle and final angle was theta. Now the final angle is 0 degree. That is torque. These are the electric field lines. Initially torque, the dipole is over here. Now the dipole moves like this and comes to the direction of electric field lines. If the final angle is 0, cos 0, 1, so u will be minus PE. This is the total electric potential energy. Now second case, if theta is equals to 180 degree, that is initially the electric field lines and the dipole is like this. Instead of this, the dipole is moving at the 180 degree angle. Final angle is 180 degree. Then what happens? Put the value of cos 180, it is minus 1, so u comes out to be the PE. This is the total electric potential energy.